What has been your most bone-chilling, hair-raising, let's get the hell out of here experience? Exploring an abandoned high-rise, out of the blue my friend grabbed me by my collar from behind. I was about to step into an elevator shaft. After swearing at him, what the flock, he said, look, and I saw the drop of like 20 floors to a concrete bottom with broken metal rods sticking out. We went home. He saved my life 100%. As a child camping, getting out of my tent to pee and coming back and just barely being able to make out eyes and something moving in the tent, I bolted to another tent and woke the others up. Turns out it was a raccoon and I had left a box of crackers in my tent I'd forgotten about, but at the time it was pretty terrifying. I was in the lobby of World Trade Center 1 on September 11th when the plane hit. Although I didn't know a plane had hit, what I experienced was a sound like a building bending and metal tearing. Then all of the doors in the lobby blew open and burning hot air blew in my face and it sounds like hell was coming down those stairs. Turns out I was right. I was hiding in some trees on my farm in high school. I suddenly got a super creepy feeling that someone else was there, so I left. The next day my dad discovered that one of his cows was killed during the night. Sleeping outside and a mountain lion screamed probably 30 feet away. My blood literally ran cold. I have never felt such pure terror before or since. Somehow ran to my car, which was luckily only 10 feet away. Never saw the cat. This was in Oregon. Ventured deep into an abandoned mineshaft on a mountainside on the island of Tasmania. We got to a point deep in the tunnel that was covered with hundreds of massive orb weaver sliders and we started hearing echoes of weird ass sounds. Decided to turn back then. I was stalked by a panther walking back to my friend's cabin at night. I knew if I ran it would chase me, so I tried to pretend it wasn't there. It flopped off after a while, but that was the worst feeling. Walking my dog, Aussie Shep, and suddenly he's in full-blown defend his owner stance, barking and growling. It's pitch black out and I live on a wooded street in the boonies. A 500-pound bear was 6 meters from us. He got up, looked me in the eye, and then casually walked away. Long story short, in a case of mistaken identity, I was rammed, attacked by 3 cars and about 15 people driving home from dinner one night a few years ago. I somehow managed to get out of it alive, but with a ruined car, it's a blur of panic. Deleted. Why am I reading this thread before I go to bed? As a kid, speed running through the Georgia forests around featuring Gordon with a friend and tripping and falling into a shallow ditch, only to find out in a total Indiana Jones moment that I was face to face with my first coral snake. I live in an area where wolves are extremely rare. However, one day while hiking with my mom and brother, we saw something moving at the bottom of a hill. It was a huge freaking wolf. We basically power walked out of there for fear that running might antagonize the wolf. It was the fastest walk of my life.